So, today is the 24th of January. I'm going to start the day off with a hot coffee because it's blooming cold. We had a scattering of snow last night. It's just thawing out now. I'll wait till the sun came out. I'll wait till the sun came out and I'll come back in again. Because it's so cold. And I'm a bit of a wimp. I've got shed loads of layers on. And I thought, right, I am going to come down here and pull some weeds out because I've got a crack on. And it's got to stop being miserable at some point. So I'm going to use my rake and I'm going to use my fork, I think, because the soil should be really, really easy to get through now. And do a lot of stinging nettle pulling. Yay! I really want to lay out some wood down the bottom just to get an idea of how many beds I can get in there. As you see my plans by now, probably too confused with days. Everything's rolling into one massive week. I have no clue what's going on. But that's quite normal. The sun was really lovely a minute ago. I was going to take some beautiful shots of the fields. But I'm going to just get on and try and warm myself up because I didn't wear my thermals today. But I have got about 20 layers on underneath here, so I'm sure I'll warm up soon. It is mighty cold out here. And you can see now things are dying back a bit. It's quite nice actually to see there is a bit of a clearing through there. And I'm going to fix my incinerator. So I reckon if I can get Toby with his big pair of pliers, I don't know how easy this galvanised steel is going to bend. He wanted me to take it all apart and bring it home so he could hammer it down, and I was like, no way am I doing that again. It'll still work. I'll take 20% off. I don't want it back. Yeah, so that's that. Like I said, time to crack on. You know what? It's just started to rain. It's not actually raining, it's sleet. And I'm just going to have to rock the purple jacket. I'm not going to get soaked to the skin in my other jacket. We're rocking the purple. See ya! I have a new water catcher. I'm just going to take you around the site because I'm going to do like a time lapse, so when show you now. This side is going to be the hardest, I think, to clear. It's going nicely there. I've taken the purple thing off, it's far too hot for that. Taking the scarf off. The sky is blue again, but it's still kind of raining. It's a shame because I was hoping like that drip there. I'm going to have to put a water butt here or fix that gutter. I might get Toby to fix that gutter because I was hoping I could put a water butt here. If it actually came to the end, that would make so much more sense. I mean, the fact of the matter is it's not doing very much there, is it? It's just I need to get my plumber husband onto this. Baby, I've got a job for you. So it's proper cold today and it's wet still and it's been sleeting. With steam to take that off. But I'm collecting some roots and putting it in the dry up here. I don't know how dry it's going to stay because it is pretty a damp still up here, but so I'll have some dry stuff to start a fire with. I do sound like a pyromaniac, I know that, but it's not about that. What it's about, let me just explain to you. The problem is at the minute, I find it really hard to visualise the land, exactly what I've got and what I need to pull up, because there's so many piles of stinging nettles and brambles and stuff like that. It's quite difficult to kind of visualise how much space I've got, what I've got to work with. So that is why I seem very obsessed with fire. People are telling me I sound like a pyromaniac. I'm not. And your petrol, I was brought up with fires made of petrol, but that was in the 80s. I was a girl of the 80s. Blame my father for that. I've laid out the planks. So I've laid out a plank. because that's like one plank there, and I'm thinking if I cut that in half and have one seed bed here and another seed bed over here, they're 2 little beds, so I reckon with that amount of wood I can cut that in half, make 2 little seed beds down here, get them filled, put some weed suppressant. I know that isn't weed suppressant, that's just some of the plastic I had left over from my lean-to project, which I'm sure you've caught up with by now. So yeah, and I've also just taken it right over to this corner here, clearing it right the way up to there, because I don't want to be stung up the bum when I'm working on the vegetables. I'm just going to work my way up, because I know the sun will come round when it gets warmer. As you can see, this is late in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun's there now. So I'm just making sure that it's completely turned over. There's no horrible weeds. There's going to be weeds forever, I think. But if I put weed suppressant underneath it and then build the box and then build it up, I reckon I should be okay. It's quite interesting. This just goes to show how much muck is on that side. Horse muck, where they've dumped it. And this is proper, this is clay soil. This is proper talky red soil. It's actually red sort of clay stuff. It's absolutely disgusting. I spent 3 years digging that out of my garden to put manure in to grow my jungle garden that I've got at home, and it sticks to the bottom of your boots and you end up with like a proper caked layer of clay. Yeah, at least I'm another couple of inches taller. Woohoo! It's quite pretty now. It stopped raining, thank God. It stopped sleeting. Actually don't need to have a compost heap in the sun, which I didn't know. So I'm thinking if I can level this off here, I've got a plastic bin at home, there's worms in it, I don't know how the hell they get in there, but they do. But if I put it here, I can bring compost up to the top, turn it over. I don't have to keep walking all the way down there to do it, and I don't have to have it encompassing. Don't have to have it into the areas that I want to plant up. I think I'm going to start putting some seeds in pots at home and just getting them started. I haven't got much space, to be fair, in my house, and I've got no windowsills at all that I can use because they're not wide enough. I think I'm going to have another cup of coffee because I feel like I've achieved something today and I deserve it. I haven't had any dinner, so I'm starving. Anyway, this, I think, I'm going to wrap it all up and finish up today. Finish up filming today. I'm not going to finish up digging because there's a few more bits I want to pull out. Hopefully, if it's not raining tomorrow, which I'm praying it isn't, I can do a really good solid day. I've got no webinars, I've got no training online, so I can do a good solid day of gardening, because I am still kind of training and stuff like that online. I paid for a course before I had this amazing plan of doing an allotment, so I don't really want to waste the money on that, so I need to do some training, but tomorrow I'm going to give it a rest, not do any training, just get it all cracked out, and hopefully it won't be raining, hopefully it'll be dry and sunny. I just don't even look at a forecast anymore because it's just, I don't want to know. There's nothing I can do about it. What will be will be. If it rains, I do hairdressing training. If it doesn't, I come down here. So that's that then, really. And hopefully my plumber husband can fix my water butt.